Hello, hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or if you're just happening upon this video and you feel called to watch it, welcome. My name is Liz, I am the Femme Genius, and this is a reading for December 2024. I'm so excited for this reading, as always. Sagittarius season brings this sense of adventure, optimism, and fire, and this reading will help you harness that energy in your own unique way. I always set the intention beforehand that everything is for your highest and greatest good, but this is up to your discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're loving the content, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow Cancers, and hit that subscribe button for more intuitive insights and tarot magic. If you would like a private reading, I have a 50% off sale now through Sagittarius season, and you'll find the link for that in the description box below. But for right now, let's jump into your reading, Cancer, and see what the cards have to say. So, Cancer, December 2024. All right, Seven of Cups. Okay, thank you. Temperance. I'm using the Pulp Tarot, the High Priestess. King of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Hermit. Three of Wands. And the Empress. So beautiful, Cancer. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to say this, is that right off the bat, there are a few repeat cards. Seven of Cups, High Priestess, King of Pentacles, and the Empress have come out for quite a few signs already. So I'm just pointing out that when I first started seeing them come out, I was like, okay, repeat, 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 repeat. But then you also, the other half of your reading is new. These are Temperance, Six of Swords, Hermit, and the Three of Wands. These are the first times they're coming out, and you are the eighth sign that I'm reading for. So I feel like just like this Temperance, where it's half and half, where it's like half man, half woman, all angel, where there's a like half of what's coming through for you already is more of this collective energy, like how you're connecting with the people around you, with the world around you, how you're being refocused, how you're being guided, but also the other half is this internal journey. And I actually feel like this is going to be like the timeline of your month, where for the first half of December, it feels like it's much more outward facing. It's much more taking care of everyone else. And then for the second half of December, that it's much more internal, that the journey then turns inward, that you're going to need your time and your space. And I know that with December, like the second half of December is a lot of holidays. If you have kids, a lot of times the kids are home for those last couple weeks of December. If you're, partaking in some holiday cheer, that's usually when you're surrounded by other people. So it feels like it's more important than ever in that second half to find, carve out, create these spaces where you can be by yourself in your own energy and really take care of yourself, because this nurturing energy comes through of the Empress, the High Priestess. We have a lot of this kind of feminine energy balanced by also the King and the Hermit. So there's a lot of this two sides to every coin, a lot of this, balancing the giving and receiving, balancing the inward and the outward. So I feel like it's taking a lot of these dichotomies in your life and finding the gray area in between of like, how am I in my, extrovert and introvert? How am I an optimist and a realist? How am I showing up for others and giving advice, but also being able to receive wisdom from the outside world? So there's a lot happening here with this Temperance. It feels like, this is, first of all, Sagittarius energy. This is the major arcana for Sagittarius. So it feels like you're in the right place at the right time, because it feels like I'm hearing somebody saying like, this is the worst time that this could possibly happen. Like, I don't have time to, first take care of everyone around me and then take care of myself and then do this. And then, I don't have time to be focusing on balance. And this is saying like, there is no other time. Like, if you don't consent to this, it's going to happen against your will. And then you're going to feel the added pressure of resistance. Like, it's time to go with the flow. You know how to do the flow, like 1 foot on land, 1 foot on water. So it's like keeping your feet on the ground, but your head in the clouds, like letting yourself dream, but also manifesting that, like letting it be also realistic of, okay, I would love to clean the house and get the groceries and make this big meal and do this and wrap all the presents and da 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 da. But what realistically can you do in a day? What do you need to outsource? What do you need to ask for help with? Like there's no time like the present. And again, like you have a choice to make. Either you consent and flow with this balance, or you're going to be pushing up against those walls and possibly creating more resistance energy, which is going to make it, it's all still going to happen, but it's just going to make it 10 times harder or feel 10 times harder. 7 of Cups, you have a ton of choices right now. You've opened up a lot of opportunities for yourself, and it can feel a bit overwhelming at times. It feels like trust your intuition to choose the things that are right for you. This is not a time where you're going to have the benefit of endless negotiation or endless discernment. It feels like trust your intuition, trust that grounded part of yourself that knows what the right path is to take, or what's a yes and what's a no. Because it feels like decisions are going to have to be made a lot more snappy over December, because you just don't have the space. With all this other stuff going on, you don't have the space to hem and haw. And so it feels like giving yourself the energy of having your head in the clouds, High Priestess, and your feet firmly on the ground, King of Pentacles. Like this message can't come through any more clearly. It's saying like, yes, dream about the future, but also you need to stay in the present and know what's possible. 6 of Swords and the Hermit. Things are moving along. Things are moving forward. You are being called into exploration and change. Trust that you're not alone. You are being guided, but your most important and most significant guiding light is going to come from within. And the only way to hear that inner voice is to give yourself space, stillness, and a channel through which it can come. It is impossible. And I rarely talk in absolute. So saying the only way, impossible, like these very absolutist words where it's like, this is the only way. Even in my work as a lawyer, I very seldomly will say like, this is it. It's impossible. I'm like, well, there's always a way. Or, there are other ways, but this is the best way. It's coming through so strongly right now that it is impossible to hear the voice of your intuition if you are in a crowded room, or if you are constantly in the hustle and bustle. If you are constantly surrounded by the noise of life, you will not be able to channel the wisdom from within. It's just impossible, because your brain is not attuned to it when you are constantly surrounded by noise, chaos, trauma, all these things. And so this really feels like in order to move forward, you have to do what you would consider pulling back. You have to pull your energy back 90% for yourself, 10% for everyone else. It's the only way. There is so much adamant energy, Cancer, coming through for you here, where it's like you are moving forward, but you're going to constantly be on the edge of the cliff as opposed to walking the path if you don't give yourself some space to rest, to analyze, to hear yourself think. So this is like, take out the AirPods, take out the music, take out the podcasts that are constantly filling your head when you do have alone time. You have to be able to hear yourself breathe, think, hear your own heartbeat. Put your hand on your heart. Put your hand on your belly. Feel what's going on in the core of who you are. Lock yourself in your room for a while. Leave the kids with your partner. Go draw, go paint, go do something that's only yours. Do not take the dog with you. Do not take the kids with you on a walk. Go out for yourself. Do not take your AirPods with you. Because it feels like this is the energy that's going to help you nurture the treasure that's coming in for you. This payback, this energy, this thing that you've been wanting for so long to manifest in your life. It's right there. But you have to create an opening through which it can come through. This is like, being 9 months pregnant and not having, it's like you're not dilated at all. like creating the space for creativity, alone time. That's what's going to dilate you and get everything ready to give birth. This is a time for nurturing yourself, nurturing your energy, nurturing your quiet, because all that goodness wants to come through. So Cancer, I'm so excited for your month ahead. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of balancing, but I know you can do it. If I don't talk to you before then, I hope you have a wonderful January, and I will see you, December, and I will see you in January. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.